Hi everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're building in a world that I haven't built in what feels like ages, and I just really needed to do something in a world that gave off like warm vibes, which I will get to in a second. But yeah, we're building in Sulani, and this is a 30 by 20 lot. I believe it's the Pier Perfection lot, if I'm remembering right. But yeah, we're actually going to be building a little honeymoon bungalow type thing. And this was partly inspired because of the Lovestruck pack that is coming out later in the month. And I really wanted to build something cute. While obviously we still don't have the pack, but I really wanted to do something somewhat inspired by that pack and do some sort of like honeymoon or maybe like newlyweds or whatever, like house. And I decided to go with the honeymoon one because, yeah, like I said, I desperately needed to build in a world that is warm. And yeah, so we're going to be building in Sulani, and we're just going to be building this cute little 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom little bungalow on the water, and it has this really nice patio pier area. There's going to be a hot tub actually in the front yard because I found the hot tub from the for rent pack, and that just looks so like natural that I wanted it like on the sand in the front. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, and yeah, it just has a really nice kitchen area, living room space. It has a huge bathroom, which I really liked. I like the like almost luxury vibes of the bathroom when I'm done with it, so we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, like I said, I needed to build something warm because I am freezing. If you guys follow me over on Twitter, you already know that the past like 2 weeks we have had constant, and I do mean constant, rain, and it's been cloudy the whole time. Now I will be the first person to tell you that I love the rain. I love colder weather. I love, you know, cloudy weather, all of that stuff. I'm not really a fun in the sun kind of person. I don't like warm weather at all. I basically can't function in warm weather. So usually I love colder weather, but when it's constant rain and cold to the point where I'm sitting here with like 3 sweaters on and still freezing my ass off, that's a little bit too cold for me. And yeah, it makes doing stuff like washing super difficult because we don't have a dryer. We have to hang all of our clothes. So when the weather is this poor, it's kind of impossible to get clean clothes dry. But yeah, so I needed to do something in a warm world. And when I think of a warm, summery, sunny world, I think of obviously Sulani because that's just, you know, the first place my mind goes. And for some reason, I would actually love to be on some sort of tropical beach right now, which is something I don't usually think about or want to do. But in this case, I really would love that. I mean, today, currently, as I'm recording this, we actually had sunshine for the whole day so far. And I woke up super late because I've been really struggling with my insomnia. So I've been going to bed stupidly late again and then waking up stupidly late. But when I woke up and I saw that we actually had sunshine, I immediately started doing the laundry because we need clean clothes and like socks and stuff. So yeah, I immediately started doing laundry. So that's great. The first sunny day in like 2 weeks and I'm stuck in the house doing laundry. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to take advantage of it while I have it basically. But yeah, so we're doing a cute little bungalow build kind of because I just wanted something warm and vibrant and colorful and not gray and rainy to look at. But yeah, so also because of that, I do want to say, if this voiceover is a little bit weird, I'm recording this like first thing. I mean, I've been awake for a couple of hours by now, but I haven't really spoken to anyone or anything. So this is kind of like me speaking for the first time today. So yeah, apologies if this is a little bit weird or I'm very rambly or something like that. But yeah, so we've actually started working on the exterior and we started picking out the colors. I actually found these windows from the for rent pack, those open windows that don't have like glass in them. And I found that like almost aqua kind of cerulean. I don't know, is that cerulean? Or is that like aqua? I don't know. I know it has a color and I just cannot like think of the color like off the top of my head. Sorry, my voice just went out. But yeah, I found that swatch and I really loved it, so I decided to use it as kind of like the color inspiration for the place. So we have a couple of those windows around. I combined quite a lot of the for rent items with the Sulani items, or like island living items, because I don't know, they really went well together. A lot of the woods especially matched, and like the colors kind of matched, so I really like that. But yeah, so we have a couple of those windows, and then we just have a combination of those satted windows and doors from Island Living, as well as those big modern doors and windows. So I have like a big modern sliding glass door in the living room, and then in the bathroom we actually have a slatted sliding door as well. So the bathroom actually also has access to the back patio dock area, or I guess you would call it what, like a pier or a patio or a balcony, I don't know, whatever you call it. They actually have access to the outside as well. And yeah, we are doing a little bit of landscaping at the front, because I know it's not super realistic. There probably wouldn't be this much plants growing this close to the water line and on like sea sand, all of that stuff. I know it's not realistic. I also don't really care. It's The Sims and it looks really good. And I can't build without doing landscaping, okay? I couldn't stand like all of this open space and sand and just nothing on it. So we're doing landscaping, and I'm luckily in The Sims the water level doesn't rise. They don't have tides, so it doesn't matter. The plants are fine. So yeah, we're just doing that. And then later on we're going to be adding in the little hot tub at the front as well. And I did playtest this house, by the way, so your Sims can, get up the steps and, use everything inside and all of that stuff. So yeah, don't worry about that. But we're currently working on the kitchen. We do have quite a nice sized kitchen, considering this is supposed to be like a rental. It's not supposed to be somewhere where Sims would live all year round. I mean, obviously, that could, happen. Obviously, Sulani is a residential world, so you could do that. But I kind of built this with the idea of it being a rental. So, Sims would come here to stay for a couple of days or maybe like a week on vacation and then go back home, wherever home is. But the kitchen is quite a nice size considering it's a rental. So they do have a little island area where they can sit. They have, obviously all of the kitchen items. They even have a kettle as well. And then I do put in a dining table too. That's like a 4-seater dining table. And they do have a TV and a fireplace, because I like the idea of adding a fireplace, even if it's like an electric one. Just because, maybe they do come here in like the off season, or maybe one of the nights is a little bit cooler or something. Or it's rainy, because it does rain quite often in Sulani. So maybe it's rainy and they just want to sit in front of the fireplace, maybe watch a movie, something like that. So yeah, that is possible. And I didn't put in a computer anywhere, but you could very easily have your Sims bring a laptop with them and like either work at the kitchen counter or the dining table, or something like that. And then there is like a bookshelf, like a bookcase shelf thing, like one of those stacks of books that they can use. There's going to be a like record player in the living room as well, so there's music. I add a guitar at one point as well in one of the corners, just because I needed something to place in that corner, and that was one of the first things that I thought of. So they have a guitar for some weird reason. I didn't put in any other like skill building items, because again, this is supposed to be a vacation home, not a we're living here all year round home, if that makes sense. Now I do want to apologize. For some reason I can hear like some sort of like a really loud noise outside. I can barely hear it through my headset, so hopefully the mic won't pick it up. I don't know if it's the garbage truck finally coming around, or our neighbors are doing their lawn or whatever, but it's really weird. So yeah, apologies if the mic does pick it up. But yeah, so we've moved on to the little living room space. It's a very blue house as well, because yeah, it kind of, I don't know, for some reason all of my Sulani builds either end up being blue / like green, or they end up being like yellow and orange or something like that. Very sunny, summery colors, I guess, is what I was going for. So yeah, I really like the way this turned out. This is a little bit more, it's colorful, but it's not like bright and in your face colors, if that makes sense. But yeah, I really like the way it turned out. Obviously, I didn't pack restrict it because it's me. I don't tend to do pack restricted builds, and if I do pack restricted builds, it's for a very specific reason. So yeah, this isn't pack restricted at all. It's also not like budget restricted either. It is under 100,000. I believe it's under 80,000. I think. I could be wrong, but I'll have the exact price down below. I'll also have in the description a like what the rent would be per day if you wanted to rent this as like a vacation home. I will have that down below as well, and obviously I'll have all of the download information, gallery link, you know, original lot, price, all of that stuff in the description as always, as well as my gallery ID and, you know, all of that fun stuff. And then tray files will be up for channel members, and in 3 weeks they will be going up over on my Tumblr for everyone to download. But yeah, we've started working on the little living room, not living room, dining room space. So as you walk into the house, you walk kind of like into the dining room that has a little table, like 4-seater table, and then the whole kitchen living room is kind of like one big open space. And then to the right we have the bedroom, which we are going to be starting in just a second, and I absolutely love the way the bedroom turned out. I kind of made a kind of almost like fake canopy style bed, where I used those like sheer curtains from Island Living, and then I used the like almost like curtain rails from the 𝘧𝘬𝘬𝘭𝘰𝘍𝑚 kit, and I used those to create like a fake canopy above the bed, so it almost looks like a 4-poster bed. And then I just used some poles from the lights from the toddler stuff pack to make it look like, you know, there's posts at the foot of the bed. So yeah, I end up making this really cool almost like canopy style bed with these sheer curtains, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. So yeah, here we're starting off with that, and I just used another 4-poster bed as a guide to kind of see where it needs to be. And you know, then I'll use a lot of the tool mod to get it working more like how I wanted it to. You could do this without the tool mod, but you would have to delete walls and it would just be a whole pain in the behind. So to get everything like lined up, I just use the tool mod. It makes everything so much faster. But yeah, here we're using those 𝘧𝘬𝘬𝘭𝘰𝘍𝑚 kind of like, I guess they're railings or something. But yeah, we're using those, and then we're going to be using some posts from the toddler stuff pack, and that's basically going to be our canopy all set up. I do end up moving it a little bit closer to the bed as well, the foot of it. So yeah, we'll do that in just a second. And then I do actually end up going with this bed that I have placed down. I like the orangey salmon pinkish color. Oh yeah, I also do add in a couple of ceiling fans in the living room, as well as in, I believe, the kitchen as well. I add in a ceiling fan. And then in the bedroom, I just add in some more of those like pendant lights from the 𝘧𝘬𝘬𝘭𝘰𝘍𝑚 kit, because yeah, I add them above the bed. I really like the way that looks. So we do that. I do the same in the not dining room, in the bathroom as well. Now the bedroom, because I have that 4-poster bed, or like fake 4-poster bed, right in the middle of the room, there's not a lot of space around it, so I just put a dresser and like a couple of decorative things around. Nothing too personalized, because you know it is supposed to be a rental, so I tried not to go too personalized with any of the clutter or anything like that. I tried to keep it fairly generic and just like themed around where the build is, rather than themed around the kind of Sims that would be here, because you know obviously any Sims could come here if it's a rental. So yeah, I just kind of tried to theme it very tropically and leave it at that. But yeah, here we're still working on the like almost, I keep wanting to say dining room, I don't know why, it's a bedroom. But yeah, like I said, voiceover, first time I'm talking, my brain is all over the place. But yeah, so we're still working on the bedroom. I do use quite a few items that I don't usually like gravitate towards, because I don't usually do tropical like builds where they would work, like those candles from Island Living, and that like egg chair from Island Living, and these like tileable rugs as well. Usually I don't do builds where those items would fit, so I don't ever use them. But yeah, I also add a lot of plants around the place, because of course I do. And here we're finally going to be starting on the bathroom. I just add a little hot tub out the front, which I absolutely love. And then we're starting on the bathroom. So I kind of made this almost like alcove for the bathtub. And, you know, they're right in front of these big windows with these curtains. And then I do put in the shower from Island Living. I actually used the divider from Island Living as well. And originally I was going to use it to block off where the shower is. But then I decided that, you know what, I rather want the toilet to be a little bit separate. And I couldn't figure out where to place the toilet because there's not a lot of wall space in this bathroom. And I didn't want to place it right in front of those slatted doors. So yeah, at the end of the day, I end up putting the toilet where the shower is right now, deleting one of the sinks, and then moving the shower on, yeah, right there, like on the other side of the divider. So yeah, we end up doing that. And I do, you know, realistically, those slatted doors, like, would be able to close. Like, the slats would be able to close shut so you can see through it. In The Sims, obviously, it doesn't work like that, but, you know, we can pretend that they are okay with showering right there. And also, this house is on a fairly secluded part of the island. Like, there's not other houses, like, right next to it or right across from it or anything like that. So, chances are that no one would be able to see inside, even, you know, if they were open. So, yeah, that's just something that, I don't know, I couldn't get over, so I did that. I separated the toilet a little bit, and then I actually do go in and add a couple of those like floor pieces, like floor windows basically, from Island Living to both the bathroom and then to the little pier dock area outside as well. And then outside we're just going to have a couple of lounge chairs here under this like really cute awning thing from Island Living. We're gonna have a couple of decorative things as well down there. But on this main area, we're going to be having a little seating area. I'm going to add in a grill, a bar from the 𝘧𝘬𝘭𝘬𝘓 kit. I also add in a little umbrella table from, I believe, not the bistro kit. It's from the other kit that we got with the bistro one, the Riviera Retreat kit. That's the one that I'm thinking about. So we're going to be adding a little table from that kit. I also add in that fire pit, which I believe is also from the Riviera Retreat kit as well, so that I add like a couple of chairs around that, and they just have a really nice space outside to spend some time, you know, maybe light a fire, grill some food, make some drinks, you know, all of that fun stuff. And then just a lot of decorative things, a lot of plants that I'm going to be adding in. I add a couple of these drinks trays as well. I add that one down there from the Riviera Retreat kit. And then on the table in front of this couch, I add the one from the For Rent pack, which is like sugarcane juice or something like that. So yeah, I do add that in as well. So there are a couple of just like regular drink trays around. And it's just a very like, it just gives me a lot of like holiday vibes, you know, and I love that. Now I'm going to be using these lights from the bistro kit, I believe, and they're supposed to be like up lights, so you place them lower down and they light up, you know, above them. But I used the tool mod and I like rotated them 180 degrees, so they're like down lights, so they, you know, spotlights down, which I really like. So I use those like right at the top of the ceilings, or like the roof lines. What was that? Blah. Like I said, all over the place. But I use them to kind of like add a little bit of light outside, and then some spotlights on the floor, you know, as you do. You don't want any Sims tumbling off of the pier and into the water at night because they can't see where they're going. Obviously, it's the Sims. They can't do that, you know, even if you wanted them to. But, you know, we'll pretend, realistically speaking, you would need some lights out there. And yeah, then I'm just adding some ivy and plants up the walls. And that is going to basically be it for this build. But we're going to go ahead and jump on into the game in just a second and take a proper look at this build, you know, not sped up, and you know, I'll show you everything that I end up doing. Oh, I also used that awning from 𝘧𝘬𝘭𝘬𝘓 to make a little undercover space. But yeah, let's hop on into the game and take a look at this build. Okay, so here we are in the game, and this is what the finished build looks like. This is what it's called on the gallery. It's just romantic beach bungalow, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. And it is just under 74,000 simoleons. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the gallery. And here we are with it in the game. It's like I said, on the Pier Perfection lot. I did give it a couple of lot traits. I gave it the romantic aura, sunny aspect, and private dwelling lot traits. Just because I thought, you know, when your Sims come here on like honeymoon, they won't want like random people constantly showing up. So yeah, this is what the build looks like from the front. This is actually the front of the house technically. So yeah, we have a little hot tub at the front, obviously our landscaping, we have our little entryway over here, obviously a lot of like plants and greenery. Out the back we do have our big, you know, pier, patio, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is the entry from the living room and obviously from the bathroom. But we have a little seating space, you know, a little couch. We have a little fire pit, a bar, a grill. I used these awnings from the 𝘕𝘓𝘏𝘕 kit to just, you know, maybe block a little bit of the sun. And then going down, we have our lounge chairs. We have a couple of aqua zips and a couple of water like floaties as well to relax on. So yeah, that's basically the whole exterior. Now going inside, you come in and you walk straight into the little dining room with, you know, some clutter. We have a bookshelf or book stack over there. Dining room space. We have our living room space as well with, you know, TV, music, little fireplace. And then we have our kitchen, which I did place down a little like champagne bottle over here and a little rose just to make it look like, you know, Sims are coming here for their honeymoon or something, make it look a little bit romantic. I also did add in a thermostat as well, so they do have aircon technically if they wanted it. But obviously, you know, all of the regular kitchen stuff that you would expect. And then to the right, we have our main or like only bedroom with our 4-poster canopy bed thing that I made. Obviously, I made that. We have a little dresser over there, a closet over there. You know, everything that you would need in a bedroom. And then we have our big fancy bathroom as well. So yeah, toilet, shower, sink, plants, fancy little like bathtub nook as well with the see-through into the water, which is really cool. But yeah, so that is basically this whole build. Here's a little top-down floor plan view for you guys as well, in case you wanted to see that. But yeah, you guys, that is basically it for this entire build. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know, give the video a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more Sims content, and turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload new videos. I will have early access to the Sims 4 Lovestruck as well, so you can, you know, subscribe, stick around if you want to see some Lovestruck videos later on in the month. I can't wait to share those with you guys. And yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed this. You know, leave me your comments, suggestions, feedback, all of that stuff in the comment section down below. As always, I love hearing from you guys. Let me know what your favorite part was about this build. And then, like I said, if you want to download it, all of the download information will be in the description as well. And just a little reminder that I do have a EA creator code as well. So if you want to go ahead and like pre-order the Lovestruck expansion, or buy any other Sims 4 expansion on the EA app or on the EA website, like the sims.com, then you can use my EA creator code, which is on the screen for you guys. If you want to use that, and you just put it in at checkout, and by doing that, I actually receive a small percentage of the sale. So, you know, that's a great way to directly support me and the channel without spending any extra money. If that is something that you would like to do, feel free to do so. I really do appreciate every single one of you that uses my code. And yeah, with all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this build, and I will hopefully see you guys later in the week for another video. Bye everyone.